Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope all of you are having a fantastic Friday. Oh my gosh, we've reached it. It's the weekend. Get hyped, y'all. What's up? DJ sleeping? Oh, poor DJ. Oh, poor DJ. What's up, Callum? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Elioscope, hello. What a day. What a day. Dude, I was out walking my dogs yesterday, and I was walking past one of my neighbor's house, and I heard him like talking, and I was like, he's just talking to somebody. As I get closer, I realize he's in front of his car, and he's very enthusiastically talking, and I was like, oh. And then like I look a little bit more, and he's like talking into a tripod. And I was like, oh, he's making a YouTube video. And as soon as he sees me, the man just goes in full shutdown mode, like, you know, like a child has just been caught, like they are in trouble. And I was just like, no, like, you do it YouTube? He's like, yeah. I was just like, oh, I do it too. He's like, cool. I was trying to like pump him up, be like, it's so cool, like I do it too. And he just like was like so embarrassed, and I was like, I don't get why. Like I don't understand that at all. Like don't get it twisted. There definitely was a stigma about being on YouTube, and there definitely still is. Like I tell people I do YouTube, and I get this, oh, okay, but at least they know what it is now. Like back in the day, like 10 years ago, if you like, I was listening to Northern Line talk about this. You know, homies clearing like 80 to 100K a year and can't rent anywhere because they don't. No rental office would say YouTube is a job. I mean, people understand it's a job now. It's definitely not one that's like high praise, but at the same time, you ask kids what they want to be when they grow up. Used to be firefighter, policeman, yacht, astronaut, yada yada yada. Now it's all YouTuber. All they want to do is be YouTubers. Better YouTube than OF? Yeah. I mean, I'm not here to shame anyone. Like, if you got it, flaunt it. If you're comfortable with it and you want to make money that way, go for it. I mean, truth be told, I was a nude model in college. So I don't have any room to talk on that front. But, you know, I understand what you're saying, but I don't know. I have no personal problems with it. I can understand some people's morals objections to it. But I was just like, who cares? And especially when I told him I was a YouTuber too. That shit, I was really wanting that to be like a cool moment for us, and it just absolutely wasn't. YouTube is basically you doing what you love and getting paid for it. Yeah, I mean, and it's such a crazy world, YouTube. It's so expansive. Like, he's talking about his car, I think. I mean, he was kind of pointing to the bumper, so I'm assuming he was talking about his car. And it was just like, I live a block away from this guy. We're both doing YouTube, drastically different venues of the internet. And I think that's just the coolest thing. I think it's like, I don't want to call it an art form. I think that's a little, because I don't think this is art, right? Like, I think that's a little derogatory towards like people who like actually make art. But it is like a artistic expression of oneself in like the truest way possible, right? Because you can put up a front as long as you want on YouTube, but especially when you're streaming, your true self comes out. You cannot put up a fake front every day pretending to be somebody. Your real self's going to come out a little bit. Hi, long time no see. What's up, Neville? How are you? Also, Tom. Hello, my farmer. How are you? My favorite farmer. IRL, are you an extrovert, an introvert? I mean, here's the thing. And this has nothing to do with YouTube. I really feel like I'm an introvert, but there was a point in my life where I really didn't want to be an introvert, and I really pushed myself in every way, shape, and form to be an extrovert because I wanted friends. I had no friends. I was that loser in high school who had 0 friends. And I would do everything. I read books. I listened to videos. I I would pop onto MSN online or whatever the chat thing was at the time. It was long gone because it turned out to be a very high, very high rate for predators, and it's understandable why. But you would just chat with people. I would chat with people all day. I would talk with people all day. I would go out and like randomly talk to someone to like try, like this sounds so weird, but I would literally go out to like a supermarket with the goal of starting a conversation with a stranger, just to like break down that wall of being an introvert. So now I am an extrovert. You put me on stage, I'm the best public speaker there ever was. Like no joke. I had a job where it was at a stem cell clinic. And the way they get people to come to the stem cell clinic is they put like, hey, we'll buy you dinner, come, but all as part of the dinner, you got to listen to our pitch. And from that pitch, you would get people to sign up for appointments. And the average rate of people signing up for appointments was like 30%. The original doctor was doing it, the boss, and then he had another doctor do it, but he wasn't really doing it very well either. And so they like sent me in. They're like, hey, we think you got something. Why don't you go there? And my capture rate was 80%. Keep in mind the goal was 30. What they had been doing for years was 30, and mine was 80%. I'm an amazing public speaker. But at the same time, I have a short fuse battery. As in, if we're gonna do something social today, I need tomorrow off. And it's funny because I was talking with when I worked in hotel sales about the other people who worked in hotel sales. Is like because we had this conversation about being extrovert. It's like we just all go home and like crawl up and don't want to talk to a single person because we've been talking to people all day. It just wears out your battery very fast. Being extrovert's way better? I don't think so. I think an extrovert, because in life you're more likely to have a lot of time alone. If you're not comfortable being alone, I think that's much more of a weakness than being a little shy in crowds. But yeah, introverted and extroverted is one of those funny things where people love to put you in a box. And it's every single time, any category people want to put you in a box is is impossible to do. No human can be put into one box. We're all on a spectrum of different ideologies and different ways of thinking, which is why I absolutely hate the Myers-Briggs test. It is full of absolute malarkey. It is not based on any science. It was not made by psychologists. Myers and Briggs was a mother and daughter team who had no training. It was just the mom observing the daughter with her friends. That's how they came up with the whole system. It's not based on anything. Now, corporations love it because they love to be able to understand how to communicate with each individual person. But if you've ever taken the Myers-Briggs test, you'll understand the fundamental flaw is you can get one thing in 1 month and then retake the same test and get a different answer the next month. And the entire problem with that is we are situationally different for every environment. Like you could be really outgoing and extroverted in one work environment because you feel very comfortable with the employees, you feel very supported, but then you get put into another work environment where maybe your boss is like a micromanager and you've been really, hit with a stick anytime you've tried to speak out. You're not going to be that same person you were with a supportive and fun environment, are you? No, of course not. Not to mention, believe it or not, this is going to blow your mind. Humans change over time. If you don't believe this, look at your high school fashion versus your now fashion. Quick and easy change to see right there. DISC is an interesting alternative to Myers-Briggs. Again, it's a test that has no basis because humans are so incredibly different day to day, environment to environment. And you might be thinking, why is that? We're an adaptable species, like any other species. We're just more hyper aware of our environments and social standings. So much of this is rapid response to things happening that you can be fundamentally like hold ideological values, but you're gonna expel those or display those differences differently. Are you ever gonna shave? I don't think so, man. I mean, the beard's just kind of part of my life now. I mean, one of the negatives about having a beard is I love to stroke it like an evil genius. It feels wonderful. Like, I swear to God, when I didn't have this beard, I never touched my face. But now that I have it, I want to touch it all the time. INFJ here. I think that's an introvert, right? I only know the first letter. It's introvert and extrovert. I don't know anything after that. It's easy to get along with people, to talk to them, but coming up to someone can be awkward if you but if you can do it, it's easy. Yeah. I mean, here's the real trick. If you want to get better about like going to parties and talking with people, understand the awkwardness comes from not them thinking, why is this guy talking to me? But them being like, oh my God, I don't know this person. What do I say to them in kind? Like, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. Changes your whole life perspective. Humans are so scared to be outed from the pack. We're very social animals with a deep-rooted fear of being left behind. Yeah. I mean, I watched a movie last night. I had a little bit extra time on my hands. I finished all my work early. I was trying to find a movie to watch, and I was watching Train to Busan, which, if you haven't watched Train to Busan, chef's kiss. Fantastic. It was my second watch through. Train to Busan is a zombie movie from South Korea, I believe. And let me tell you, there are some like minor hiccups, but the most annoying thing I think in the entire zombie genre is that people never react in ways that make sense, right? Or they just become like superheroes who can do anything. And it's just like, all right. And like the framing and the slow build up and the tension of Train to Busan is just, so amazing. So amazing. I love that film. I love that film. I'm sad the sequel sucked. I don't know why it's so hard to like make a zombie movie. I honestly feel like they don't make zombie movies well because like a zombie movie's not treated as in high regard in like studios as like, you know, a regular action film. It's kind of treated like a horror film, just like whatever, throw out a new guy, throw out whatever little budget they need. I don't care about seeing the script, whatever, just make it done. Where I feel like there was such a zombie craze, especially around The Walking Dead, that was never satiated because there were so many bad zombie movies that came out. People just kind of got tired of it. Like, there was never a satisfying zombie thing. I love The Walking Dead's first 3 through 5 seasons. Yeah, Walking Dead started out strong. I think the first season was the best. And then they changed like the executive producer or director or something like that because he didn't like agree, or the screenwriter who didn't agree with the path they were taking. And the path they took just really went downhill. They're like, we got to keep with the same actors and the same story. If you like zombie things, if you like The Walking Dead, you should read World War Z, the book. Don't watch the movie. It has nothing to do with the book. The movie sucks. But the book is amazing. The book is a catalog of stories of people surviving the zombie apocalypse. And it's so good. It's so good. Really opens up the world. Maverick, you're back. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about you last night. I was like, I haven't seen Maverick in like, granted, I was gone a week, but like 2-3 weeks. Where are you? What happened? What happened? But anyways, the reason I think that one of the things that I think works in Train to Busan is the zombies run. That's the scary thing about the zombies, right? Is they quickly overwhelm you. There's no fighting back. There's no just walking up to them like in Walking Dead and just piercing them in the eye. Like, haha, got that one. They like run. They're jumping over each other. Like the train is like, they're using each other to climb over each other. It's terrifying. Been crazy with companies trying to import before the tariffs hit, so I was working a lot the past 30 days. Yeah. I just don't understand. Like, surely someone's explained to him the difference between a trade deficit and a tariff, right? Like they're not tariffing us, right? Like that's different. And now US has more than 600 measles cases in 22 states. Let's go, baby. We're on it. We're on it. All right. Anyways, let's play some games and we can keep yapping. We can keep yapping while we play some games. Let's do World. Ooh, World will be a fun one. Did you meet the mods in IRL or in game? All the mods we have here are from game. I haven't met a single one of them in person. I almost got to meet Pharaoh. Almost. Like literally, not to spoil anything. I don't think this is too much information, but Pharaoh's older sister was considering going to the University of Nevada, Reno for a PhD program. So they were going to come out here. Now he was like, do you want to meet up? And I was like, absolutely I do. And then I think she looked at UNR and went, eh. And then I think she went to like a better school like UT or something. Didn't quite work out. But we almost had it. We almost had the dream. I was so hyped. Let me just move up here. Wonderful. You only played team battles on stream? No. Most of what we try to do is we get a couple warm-up games. We hit the contest for sure. But then we go to lobby 2. We do, just us team games and then battle royales. We definitely mix it up for sure. Now, there was an unfortunate set of time where we could only do team battles, but that was because the developer took away lobby 2, but he re-added it back. Blessed be the developer. All hail David. All right, Will, here's our plan. We crush this, man. Join me, Will. Join me. I'm already on it. Will. Me and you. Ape together strong. Hey, Death, can you work on that guy for me? He's attacking me. He's hurting my feelings. Oh, I'm getting blitzed. I'm getting 3 punched now. I just gotta hold. I gotta hold for reinforcements. Good job, Trick, letting Death through. This is one of those moments where it was critical to do that. Yeah, let's try and knock down this guy so we can get more support fighting Cat up north. All right, I'm in. I recently found your channel on YouTube. Help me out of my boredom when I spend time in the hospital recently. Oh, dude. I'm sorry you're in the hospital. I understand the... I don't understand what you're going through. I understand the unfortunate nature and the boredom of being in a hospital. When I was first diagnosed with Crohn's, I was in the hospital for like 3 weeks, excruciating pain. The only thing that was pretty sick about it, though, was I got like 4 milligrams of liquid Dilaudid. Which, if you are unfamiliar with the pain world, Dilaudid's like the step up from Vicodin, and it does feel pretty good. I do understand why, people get addicted to that, because that was pretty cool. It felt good. But also the times it would wear off, I was in just excruciating pain. To give you an idea of what Crohn's is an autoimmune disease of the intestinal tract. So your body thinks your intestines are a foreign entity that it must destroy. And to give you an idea of what that feels like, it's kind of like if someone was to take your intestines out of your body and then put it on a skillet. That's what it felt like. Just unbearable pain. But the Dilaudid was pretty cool. Got Oxycontin. It's pretty nice. Yeah. See, Oxycontin made me feel weird. It made me a little bit nauseous. Which I know is what every single person who's trying to get Vicodin says. Because it's Vicodin. It goes Oxycontin, Vicodin, Dilaudid. I don't know if there's anything stronger than Dilaudid, but Dilaudid was pretty cool. All right, Void, I got you. I help you. I help you. None of the stuff works for me. Oh, well then I guess you just die. Who's this guy pushing in? Brother, you're picking on like the weakest guy. We got it. It's fine. It's not a big issue. You're so close to 50k subs. I know, we've been at this hump. 45 to 50 has just been the slowest grind. Now, granted, I haven't done myself any favors. Had to taken time off, but it has been this very slow grind. The algorithm has abandoned us. It felt like that after the sternum was separated and shoulders are paired in a hernia. Your sternum was separated. Your sternum was separated. What happens where your sternum is separated? And I'm not just holding my boobs. This, the top part of your rib cage is your sternum. How does your sternum get separated and you be alive? Or are you like one of them spooky ghosts that I hear so much about? Are you what all the ghost chasers are after? Open heart surgery. Ah, yeah. That'll do it. My dad had to have open heart surgery, and every day for like 2 months, I would have to go over to his house to help him put on compression socks. You are very useless after they rip open your sternum. You can't do anything. That's a big one. Abaglula does sound like a ghost name. Well, he never said the surgery was successful, so he could still be a ghost. We could Scooby-Doo this together and find it out. I needed help with shirts. Could you put on your own socks? You had to have compression socks put on, right? If you were putting on your own socks, you probably shouldn't have been. That's too much bending forward. No. I'm just thinking of like the stitches ripping and stuff, and no. No. Don't go there, brain. Leave me. Nope, didn't need them. I think you did need them, and you probably just didn't know it. The blood clots can really hurt your feelings. All right, we got a contest in a minute. Let's go. They actually wire the sternum back together after open heart surgery. Yeah. But there's ways that, the wiring and stitching fails. I was driving a month after. I don't think you were supposed to be. I think you just wanted to tough guy it out. I don't think you were supposed to be. I don't know about that one, Abba. That seems dangerous. All right, it's Africa. How about we flip it up this time? Let's pick the West. Let's get the Western side of it. Yes? I got cleared. Fair. Let's go far west. Ignore the Saudi Arabian Peninsula we normally do. Let's go Western side. Western side. Everyone spawn on the left if you don't know your west from your east. It's the left side. Hold on. Am I mirrored in this? This is my left hand. Hello. The left side. You make an L. Which one's the right facing L? That's your left side. I learned that legitimately from a girl at 18 years old, because that's how she remembered it. And I was just like, you struggle with your lefts and your rights? I mean, don't get it twisted, I do too. My mental image forever was tied to this one cartoon. By the way, left side. I'll tell you after we get situated. Left side. Compete for it. Keep it together. Don't let gaps open up. Don't go too much in the middle. We need more support in the back. Bring it back. We struggle so much with Africa, boys. Boys, we cannot be in a position in a 3-team game. We cannot be in a position where each team will only have us to fight when things settle up. We have to bring it back. We have to bring it back. You guys are going way too far forward, and everyone over here is on the wrong side of the map. Holy cow. That's really bad for us. Basically, you can think of it as we're playing with half the amount of players that we are, because these guys are never going to be able to donate or help. And they're never going to be in a position that we need to donate to. Because we need to donate to someone like here. All right, probability, me and you, me and you, me and you, me and you. Let's go. Kyle, get involved. Kyle. Kyle, charge. Don't be a coward. Here we go, Kyle. All right, good. We finished things up. How are we doing up here? Why is this guy with 17,000 troops existing? Okay, good. All right, let's get some donations to King of Ping down in the south. We'll worry about over here in a moment. Let's get King of Ping pushing down south, and then we'll worry about other things here in a moment. How old are you now? I think I'm 35, if I remember correctly. It's tough being born in 89, you know, you gotta do a little bit of math. But I haven't had my birthday yet this year. So I'm pretty sure I'm 35, 36 this year. Old man, still full head of hair though. Let's go. Rocking it forever. Never gonna have it die. Both my grandfathers had hair until they died. Now, granted, one of my grandfathers, I think, died at like my age. But you know. Still counts. Alright. Let's start focusing over here. We have so much crap over here. You know what? Honestly, I'm just gonna ride and die with King of Ping. Married member for 19 months. Anything after Polar Bear? Hell yeah, brother. It's the Iron Man. I forget when is the Iron Man. I'll check it out here in a sekies. Oh gosh, I thought my mouse just died. That'd been disastrous. We'll check it out together here after. Blue is strong? Yeah, blue is strong. I get it. Did I just close out of my stream like an idiot? No. We're still here. We're still here. The polar bear is better. The polar bear is good. Yeah, get Mr. Full. Can't send 4 hearts. Was that Nightbot that did that? It's not supposed to block out emojis. I did make it so that like if you spam a thing or whatever that you get time that Nightbot deletes it. That's only because in times when I don't have a lot of moderators, there was a trend of someone coming in and making a new account every single time and spamming stuff. All right, let's quickly check out what is the next level of badges. It is 24 months. 24 months. Here, I'll show you. Yeah. So it's new member, you get that badge, that badge, that badge, that badge. And then 12 months, 24 months, you get the Iron Man, the Corgi Iron Man. Most embarrassing thing you did? I'm trying to think. I've definitely done some embarrassing stuff in my time. You know, that's not one I keep on the top of my brain, like, you know, readily accessible. Okay, why is Nightbot not timing you out? What the hell, Nightbot? Yeah, see, it doesn't have excess emotes or symbols, but repetition it does. But there goes Arithia testing it out and it didn't work. Anywho, let's do Europe. Let's do Europe. We'll go to lobby 2 here after this next contest, but let's stay in lobby 1 for now. Nightbot's slow except when it comes to furry. Yeah, rapid fired on furry for having the audacity to put 3 hearts in a row, but then that guy who just spammed a slash didn't do anything. Mine was when I stumbled. I was going to present a presentation in class and fell in the middle of the class. See, that's one of those things that's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you as of now. There will be worse. There will be worse. When is the contest, or is this game 1? Contest is in 14 minutes. So we're going to stick in lobby 1 until then, and then after that we'll mostly be in lobby 2. Why did you choose the name Corgi for your channel? It was just my gamer tag. I was playing Rainbow Six Siege. And, you know, everyone has like a really hardcore name there. And I thought, how funny would it be if, you know, it's just Corgi Circus killed you? It actually diffused a lot of situations. Just pop in and be like, oh, Corgi Circus. It will get a chuckle every now and then. You mean nothing to me. I hold here. Man, you be really slops these days? I'm not sure if you're trying to say slaps, but Ubisoft hasn't come up with a good IP in quite some time. What was the last new IP that Ubisoft came out with? Not slap? Yeah. I mean, Assassin's Creed. Like, I know there's a lot of controversy about the new one. I don't really care about the controversy. I'm just kind of sitting there thinking, like, brother, you've been doing the same exact idea for over a decade? Or non-Aziz. I'm fighting the good fight. I'm becoming stronger. Let's go. What do you do besides YouTube for a living? Nothing. This is my full-time job. Yeah. Bam. Let's go. What's up, Botswana guy? Hello. You have the Botswana flag as your image. Ooh, Scandy. Let's do Scandy. Do you love your job? I mean, it's a job like anything else. Like, don't get it twisted. This is definitely a great job. There are a lot of perks to it. There's also a lot of negatives to it. Like the just overall anxiety of, you know, what happens if one thing goes wrong in my life. I've got no safety net. There's no backup plan. Taxes is a scary time. Seems like you've been taking a break recently. No, I just had to drive my father across the country. Let's go. Road trip Corky, yeah. It was a trip, let me tell you. Driving across America, so overrated. Although obviously road trips are the fun of a road trip is very heavily influenced by the people you're with. And not to say my dad's not like a fun guy, but he is, 71, 72 years old. So he just slept the entire time. So it wasn't super engaging. I just mostly drove. We'll try a AAA game on your channel. Will you try a AAA game channel? It's not that I'm against it. It's just that I don't really have any that like, oh, I gotta play that game. Like, I know everyone's really hyped about Kingdom Come Deliverance being a really good game. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I have an unfortunate disease where the main actor's voice is nails on a chalkboard to my head. It is the most annoying voice I've ever heard in my entire life. And no disrespect to the voice actor. I think he did a great job, but I cannot listen to that for hours. If they had a female protagonist you could play, I would play as the female protagonist and life would be good. But I just, unfortunately, I cannot listen to the man. I've never had this level of experience with a voice actor before, but it really hurts my head. Do you play AAA games on your own time? No. I mean, I play Call of Duty, but that's because my friends want to play Call of Duty. I played Helldivers a little bit. It's not that I'm opposed to it. I just haven't found a game that really is like, oh, I gotta play this. Choo Choo coming through. Choo Choo coming through. Can't quite turn the corner. What's your opinion on horror games? I can't do them, man. I can't do them. I get way too scared. Like, all the situations that the main protagonist in a horror game finds themselves in are ones that I would personally never do because I would have bailed so much earlier. Like the reporter who's like going to the insane asylum to interview someone because all these people are going missing. I would never do that. And I would never do it at night either. And if I did, I'd go with people. Hey guys, want to go on this fun road trip with me? Corey, I think you like lines of battle. You mean like line battle? What's it called? Hold on. No. Dang it. Help me. Help me help you. Line War? Is that what you're talking about? I have 0 hours played in it. I meant to play it. Or is it called Lines of Battle? It is called Lines of Battle. Here, let's look it up. Lines of Battle. Okay, so it's not on Steam. Red flag. Lines of Battle. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen this. I've seen this. Here, let's just go to images. Yeah, definitely potential there. Do you like the new territorial menu? I think it's great for being able to moderate bad names. Outside of that, not especially. And I'm just going to be right back. I'm just going to grab a little bit of water and see how much time we have before contest. Wake me up for contest? True! All right. Are you gonna play Dual Empires? If it was competitive, if it was multiplayer, I'd be all about it. But as a single player having to do all the things, it seems kind of boring. I think we could try out a couple of games of line battles here today, though, after TT. All right, contest in 2 minutes. Little bro, give chair a break. Are you talking to me, man? You know, I ain't little. I'll tell you that. If I get a Wordle done in time, I could start it. Oh God, it's an island. God. Am I in the Caribbean? I'm not. Is this Mauritius? No. That's not Lesotho. Is it Lesotho? What's just off the coast of Lesotho? It's Eswatini, there's Burundi, there's Rwanda. It's right next to Lesotho? This is Eswatini? I thought Eswatini went up. Am I dumb? Show me this on a map. How much time do we have? 30 seconds. Show me it on a map. What was I thinking of? I was thinking of Malawi, dude. That's what I was thinking of. I'm an idiot. I got the two confused. They don't look or sound anything alike, but yet my brain played that little funny trick on me. All right, map is Australia. Please go to the western side of the map. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What's up, Aziz? How are you? Left side, exactly. We got Corey WWE. Oh man, I was a big WWF fan back in the day when it was called that. I watched the Mankind Undertaker live cage match, one of the most notorious wrestling matches of all time. Mankind legitimately got thrown like 20 feet off of a cage onto a desk. And you may be thinking wrestling's fake. Is like, no. You can't really fake the impact of that. That man just like effing hit the ground. I think he also got thrown onto a pile of tacks. Ugh. Vicious. He came out so bloody. I love Mankind. Even as a child. Because every match he was in, like that man dedicated himself. Like, it's fake in terms of, like, the storyline's fake, but the wrestling's real. Like, a lot of it is like, oh, we'll mitigate the impact. But you can't exactly mitigate the impact from a steel chair. You still get hit with a friggin' steel chair. And you can tell when they're faking hitting it or like really hitting them with the steel chair. Because when they're faking it, they'll do a big stomp with their foot. But when they actually hit him with a steel chair, you hit the undeniable sound of a steel chair hitting flesh. And you go, dang man, that must have hurt. We in this? Good. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough people in the corner. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We got Cornbread and Azrael over here, who are both really good players. Republic, can you fight? Here's what we're gonna do, okay? You, fight over here. I swear to God, bud. What the hell? Look left. Look left. You're trying to boat ahead. You don't have anywhere near as many troops. You need it over here. Bomb, you gotta fight. Go. Charge. Fight. Go. Knock him down. Why do you always get black? The team prioritizes giving the biggest clan the black color. It's not something we have any influence on. It's a rare moon when we don't get the black color. Make sure we're donating to someone on our clan. Galactic Empire is not our clan tag, boys. Let's make sure we get our own teammates' points. Yeah, we have a high percentage of people trying to go on the front lines. So even when we try and look at someone on the front lines to donate to, none of them have space or troops are worthy of donating to. Like when we have more space, when the players are bigger over here than they are over here, that means that less players win here and more win here. When you really need the exact opposite. It will come back to bite us in the butt one day. Do you think OG will surpass us? Yeah, of course they will. They always do. But the same thing happens every single time. Is they put a lot of effort into getting it back. They get it back. And then a lot of people go, job, mission accomplished. And then they're done. And then we'll just, you know, slowly catch back up to them. We've been doing this tango for years. It's nothing new. All right, let's go to lobby 2, though. No need to take off tags. We're going to do a battle royale. OG's been reporting our players. Of course they have. And it's not to say that it's just OG. It's just any moderator, to be honest with you. There are very few good moderators. Most mods abuse it. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've been reported. Not specifically by OG, but including OG, I have been reported by. Which is why I had to become the clan leader, so I couldn't just get banned from the game. Speaking of clan leader, don't forget to vote Corgi for the clan leader position. Yeah, don't forget to vote for me. I'm a hero. Now we just have the everlasting battle to find a good game. Let's do world. If it pops up, I mean, I would love to do a different map, to be honest with you. Yeah, you guys keep asking if we can do a map. It's going to be dependent on what pops up. We're going to do Caucasia. Would you join OG? No, of course not. What a betrayal that would be to anyone who's... I'm a streamer. Why would I ever join another clan? Why would I build up an entire clan to be like a top clan to then just be like, all right, we're done? Why would I spend 2 years helping build up a clan to be like, all right, we're done? I want you to do the mental logic of that. Take your bias out of you being an OG and you wanting me to be a part of your clan, and think of why someone would do that. Like, if you don't want to be the leader anymore, there are plenty of people who lead the clan besides me. I'm probably like tier 6 in terms of leadership. Like, I think if you're looking at the real leaders of Corgi, you're talking about like Aziz, Pharaoh, even though he doesn't do a lot of things in the front lines, does a lot of things in the back lines. Same with Banana. Ashu does a lot. There's a lot of people that do a ton for the clan that don't involve me. DJ plays a lot off stream too, I know. I just stream, brother. I've screwed myself. I'm not paying attention. Yeah, I'm dead. I had such a bad expansion. If you was to move to a different country, which one would it be? Probably one with like low taxes. Because, you know, here's the thing. If you move to a different country as an American, this might blow your mind if you're from like the EU, because I don't think it's the case for you guys. If you move to a different country as an American, you will have to pay the taxes for the country you currently live in, and then also have to pay taxes to America. If you don't pay taxes to America, you cannot come back to America anytime, even to visit. So the extreme cost of being an American and going to a different country is pretty heavy. So I don't think I would. That's absurd. Yes, exactly. I think that's why you don't see a lot of streamers get big and then move to like somewhere else. Because, you know, the ability to like never be able to see your family again would kind of suck. I definitely don't make enough to pay 2 taxes. Taxes for the 2 of us. Are the percentages lowered? Yeah, it's lowered, but it's not by like a margin where you go, oh, that's not significant. I was really floored by this, but then I was listening to a guy who like is a YouTuber who lives in Great Britain, and he was talking about it, and I was like, and I looked it up. It's like, that can't be true. And I looked it up, and it's like, my God, it is. Not expecting that. I'll give you that. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Agreed. Lucky I don't live in America. I mean, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of benefits to being an American, especially when it comes to the streaming world. I mean, like, why do a lot of streamers move to Texas or Florida or Las Vegas? It's because they don't have income. Those states don't have income tax. Now, to be clear, I did not move to Nevada for that reason. I was already here. But it is like a pretty sick benefit, right? We can all agree on that. Oh, I'm so dead on this one. Now, is life going to get rough in the coming months? For sure, for sure. For sure. Life's going to get really difficult. Can't wait to see what the new, like, everyone was balking at the price of the Switch 2. And you go, brother, they announced that, I think, before the tariffs were included. I think that price is going up even more. I was looking online yesterday. It's like, how could I get a PS5 anywhere right now? And they're all sold out. And everyone had the same thought I did. It's like, the prices are what they are right now, but the moment they have to reorder them, they're going to be more expensive. And I go, dang. Yeah, good move, Melon. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. It had to be this way. Who just full sent to him? Poop Scooper? Oh, buddy. Launch delay announced 2 hours ago? What do you mean launch delay? Like the tariff delay? Because here's the problem with the tariffs. Is even if you announce them and take them back and announce them and take them back, the effect, the negative effect it's going to have is still going to be there, as in those countries are going to outsource as much as they can trade-wise to other countries. Because businesses, what they prioritize over anything else is stability and predictability. So even though they'll take a hit and they may not be able to fill all their margins, all their sales elsewhere, they're going to prioritize finding other sales partners before they go to the United States to fill what's left. Oh, the pre-orders for the Switch 2. Okay. Yeah, they got a lot of flack because they're my favorite thing is that they were saying is like, oh, the Mario 2 game, if you buy it in, it's like it's a $90 game. $90 value. And you go, you're charging $90 for freaking Switch 2 games, my guy? I thought that was GTA 6's role to do. Everyone's been really panicking about what's GTA 6 going to come out as in terms of cost. Because the whole gaming market has been waiting for someone to go first to raise the prices of games. And if anyone has an argument to do that without catching too much flack, it's going to be GTA 6. There's no way they don't charge $80, $90 for GTA 6. Heck, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was 100, to be honest with you. And the sad thing is, if it was any other game franchise, people wouldn't buy it. Because it's GTA 6, people will buy it. And then every other game will say, this is the new norm, this is what we're charging. Remember, tariffs are charged based on when it goes through customs, not when it's ordered. Yeah, so you want to, like, things that in the country right now are not affected by tariffs because they're already in the country. Which is why I was trying to buy a PlayStation right now. So you won't feel the effect of tariffs probably for a month, depending on what you're buying. The new COD was 80, I believe, at launch. I thought it was 70. Like 70's become the new norm. Every game charges 70 now, right? Because one game went first and now they all charge 70. I think at this point though, the market, when you have McDonald's and Starbucks going, oh, we're losing market share, kind of a bad indicator for the economy. Not to mention the amount of people behind auto payments is at an all-time high, and the people behind their mortgage payments is at an all-time high, and you go, oh no, this isn't looking good. Is there another free-for-all team game in lobby 2 after this? Depending on how long this takes. This is an interesting one. King of Ping's not that far from running away from it. The only thing that's really stopping him is Belmondo. Oh, Belmondo. I would not have kicked that guy off. I think you're going to want help, as much help as possible with King of Ping. Kind of fun to see more unfamiliar players in the end game. Yeah, there's King of Ping for sure. Who's really the only like known guy, only repetitive guy. Aziz is known. Aziz is not in the end game though. Yeah, I was about to say, see, if I'm 760, I'm taking out this guy. I'm strengthening my position. Honestly, though, I would try and do this fast. Friday's over-attacking. He always does. He's not good at the game. And I say that because he tries to troll and go, haha, I'm trolling. But he's just not good at enough at the game to do it. I hate your shoe bills quit. Or I hate your stream quit. Hey, shoe bills. Why is that like a new trend? Is that like, why is that a new trend? I see that on not only my channel, but a lot of other channels, is people like stop uploading. Because at first I thought it was just people being hateful, but then I started seeing it on other channels too. And I was like, such a mean one. Like, people love doing these mean trends, like, oh, dude, bro only got X amount of views, dude fell off, and be like, brother, I'm just working. It's just my job. Bro said hi after that. No, Shoebill's been here a while. I know Shoebill. King of Pink surprisingly holding on for a very long time. £2. Sorry, I think I said euros. I meant pounds. I went on a journey. Yeah, well, welcome back. I hope you had a good journey. The game's going to depend on what 760 does. Does he join in on fighting King of Ping, or does he just push down Friday really quickly? If I'm 760, I'm probably pushing down Fridays. Because you still have this guy. If Belmondo gets too strong, you're talking about a race between these two? Or you go into that guy? I don't know about going into this guy, because you want someone to help you fight Belmondo at some point. $760 should attack Pizza. I mean, there's just not a lot in it for him. He can accomplish a lot more because these two are stalemating right now. He can attack a lot more by attacking somebody else. He's choosing to go over here, which isn't the worst move. But now you have to make sure that Friday and Belmondo have borders on each other, right? Because otherwise you lose. You don't want to be the guy in the middle. You'll lose. So All probably wasn't the best target to attack. But it doesn't mean it's the worst move he could have done. Would you prefer nice people saying mean things or mean people saying nice things? I would prefer... Here's my thing. If you're gonna be something, say it with your chest, you know? Like, I hate people who have a view and then you confront them on it and they immediately fold. It's like those people in public who are like really racist and they're caught on video, and then they get fired from their company and they do this apology of like, I'm not that guy. I'm like, just own it, man. You are that guy. Just own it, man. That's who you are. So you like a good old argument? Not really, no. The whole thing of an argument is there's not even an exchange of ideas. It's just emotion. Who can get emotional and loudest the fastest. I cannot believe King of Ping's coming back into this. He's still alive. He has the hardest position to win from, but it's still theoretically possible. Belmondo is getting pushed back. I don't know why 760 is delaying so much. He just needs to finish off this player. Like, at this point, you have made this guy your enemy. You do not want to take him later into the game. You got to finish him off right now. Trust me when I tell you, you can get King of Ping later, but you got to finish off an enemy you made right now. I paid for an argument. This is clearly a disagreement. Yeah, the difference between an argument and a disagreement is the civility in the conversation. Because 760 might have been thinking I'll keep this guy around as a buffer, but he's so small that if Belmondo wanted to, he would knock down this border in like 2 seconds. No, there's no peace with 4 people left. You're not getting out of it just because you're the crown. You got to fight for it. You had probably the easiest win by attacking Fridays in this moment. Or before, but you attacked this guy instead. He was a good buffer state earlier. He's no longer, that service is no longer valid. This game ending anytime soon? I mean, we'll see. I mean, that's the entire point of having these games, though, right? Is that they become good end games. They're more entertaining this way. Love this move. Love this move by Pizza. Yeah, I don't think anyone's giving you a friendship. One player off the board in Pizza's favor, and I think he wins. 760's got to figure out what to do, and I promise you, the worst move you can do is fight King of Pizza. You either got to fight over here or fight over here. Both are excellent moves for you. I don't know why King of Pizza is boating. Also, he's a great boater. Why are you boating instead of just attacking? I think he's worried about this kind of chokehold area. I guess that makes sense. If you held this region right here, if you got full synth, the boats would mitigate a lot of that damage. But now Belmondo is getting very strong. Yeah, he's got to switch. He's got to switch. He's getting greedy, thinking he can take out Friday, which I get why. Because Friday will just wait till a moment of vulnerability, and he's not that far behind on pixels. But I don't think you can count on this guy being a friend anymore. I think he's on Team Belmondo. He's splitting his attacks. It's a rough strategy. Okay, he got that, though. That helps out a lot. It's not that far gone, and he reclaims the crown. King of Pizza wins. King of Pizza wins. I think he waited too long to launch an attack, and he might pay for that. I mean, 760 is attacking too, so this might still work out for King of Pizza. But this guy's on Team Belmondo, so he's not going to help you. If he uses the right percentage attacks, he wins though? Yeah. I think he just waited a little bit too long to launch another attack to just separate himself a little bit further as the crown. But I do think he's going to win. I don't know. I think he's slightly over attacking. I think he's using a little bit too much percentage. But he's holding it down. Now, a lot of the influence was 760 attacking, but 760 is no longer attacking because he's getting attacked. Looks like 15%. Yeah, I think you could win with the standard 11 once a cycle in this one. From here on out, because you have the advantage. Nothing's going to change. Now, what might change is getting borders on because he might attack you. So this might be a good opportunity to boat rather than getting borders on this guy, because he's already sending a boat to try and help. Something for King of Ping to keep in mind, because that could definitely change the game. 760's back to attacking though. He is at 44% though, so honestly it doesn't really matter too much what he does as long as he keeps near his red interest. But he's got to see this boat, right? Yeah, he saw it. Oh, 760's now trying to get involved too. It's a little bit too late. 48% and red interest. I think this one's done. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Pizza's won. But I do want to talk about one thing in this game. Is why I was telling 760 that Fridays was a good target. %, he can't lose? No, he can't. Also, hello, Craft. How are you? All through the game? He did not. We'll talk about that too. Just will take a minute to get there. Yeah, I don't know why 748 left German around. You don't ever leave someone small like this around, because he just lost all the land. Yeah. And he gets overwhelmed. Okay, so in this moment, King of Pizza's going to be the big crown, right? You have Belmondo, you have Fridays, who are both going to fight King of Pizza, right? So 760's decision to go into death was great. And 10 out of 10. You don't need to be involved in the fight. These two have enough to knock this guy down. Leaves you free to do something else. You could have started earlier, but I understand a little bit of hesitancy there. Hindsight's 2020. So you knock this guy down. Great job. Now in this moment, Belmondo and King of Pizza have the same amount of troops. You have an amazing buffer state against this guy, right? The reason I was saying go after Friday is because Friday's going to have limited options of who to attack left. So if let's say these two are fighting King of Pizza. We know that to be true, right? So King of Pizza is probably going to fall. What you will want to avoid doing is being in the middle. So you can attack either side. Both are fine. But the reason Friday was a better target is because he was over attacking pretty constantly. Also, you would get a ton of land because he might still full send down there. And with these 3 players left, Belmondo was looking like he was going to be the crown at the end of it. So you don't want borders on the crown. You want to eliminate this guy over here and then use this guy to fight over here. It's just a little bit better of a target. But once you leave this guy in the game, it comes back to bite him in the butt. Once you start fighting someone, they will never peace out with you unless it's a dire do or die situation against the crown. You're better off just to finish him off and accept the borders that you have. Fighting King of Ping as 760 was the worst thing he could do, though. You want to fight anybody besides him. Because again, he's drawing all the aggro. You don't need to help yourself get the crown earlier than you naturally would have. While if you had kept fighting you would have maybe gotten the crown, but at least you would have gotten a player off the board, thus increasing your odds of winning. All right. What time do we have for our contest? 7 minutes. Let's do a game in lobby 1, and then we'll do the contest, and we'll go back to lobby 2. Had a personal grudge against me. Yeah, if someone has a personal grudge against you, even more reason to finish him off. Don't let that guy stay around in the game. GG's. Yeah, King of Ping, I cannot believe you survived for as long as you did. Let's do Africa. That was a good game from your perspective. Next match, where? We're right now Africa, lobby 1. We'll go back to lobby 2 after this game, and then the contest, and then we'll go back to lobby 2. Seems like everyone has a grudge against me. You can't be notoriously like one of the best players in the game consistently at that game in Battle Royale and not get a little bit targeted. I'm surprised it's not happening to King of Ping more. He's getting a little bit of a hall pass. But he also never has like a real daunting position where you go, surely he'll take over. It mainly happens in teams. Yeah, you do get targeted in teams a lot. Oh god, I'm attacking for way too much. Oh no, I sabotaged myself. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I never lowered my attack bar. I immediately got destroyed. God, so dumb. So dumb. Everybody makes mistakes. There's my mistake. Couldn't have played that worse. I was just looking. It's like, why am I so low on troops? I realize I'm attacking for like 40%. Alas. I have faith y'all will win this without me, though. Hi, Corey. What's up, Trainery? How are you? Who's our Madagascar boy? It's Melon. Good job, Melwin. And who's WWE? Who is my WWE co-conspirator? Also, who's your favorite wrestler? Please say one of the legacy ones so I can understand you. The only like modern day wrestler I know is, I guess, The Rock because he came back, and John Cena because he came back. Corgi, any tips for a battle royale? Yeah, Riri, I got an entire tutorial of it, brother. I think if you type !tutorial, it brings up the link for it. Melon equals DJ? No, it doesn't. Does it really? Is DJ Melon? I just assumed he wasn't here. It is? Oh, buddy. It does. It does. It does. I thought we had a new person. I'm so disappointed to hear it's just stupid DJ. Anyways, this is South Africa. This is Mozambique. Guess the capital. Never gonna get it. Never was gonna get that. Gun to my head. Never was gonna get that. Why is it two? Are there two capitals in Eswatini? Hold on. The administrative and judicial capital of Mbambe and Lubamba is the legislative capital. That's crazy. Is there another country in the world that has two capitals? That's wild. I didn't even know that was a thing. Can you guess the flag for Eswatini? That's Lesotho. That's Botswana. That's Namibia. That's South Africa. That's like Uganda, I think. That's Malawi. So we're down to this. F. Nailed it. That was Mozambique. Dang it. Okay, which landmark is in Eswatini? I'm gonna guess this boy or this boy. That kind of looks more Asian though. Asian architecture. And that is called, I'm not gonna say the Fisherman's Bastion because, you know, there's no water. The Royal National Park. Nailed it. Gotta guess the emblem from Eswatini. Birds? Dang it. That one. Elephants. Yes! Alright, contest. Let's lock in, boys. Let's lock in. Corgi, do you know Kurdistan? I know of the concept of Kurdistan. I know it's not technically a country. It falls into one of those gray areas where the people inside it declare it a country, but it's not internationally recognized. Oh, it's Scandi. Let's go. Bottom right, boys. Bottom right. Not sure that's true, Corgi. In what way is it not true, Virus? It's a concept of a country. It's not a country. People inside of where they want Kurdistan to be want it to be a country. Do you know the state of Jefferson? I know it's in kind of another one of those Kurdistans where they want it to be it, but it's never going to be that. Because you'd have to have not only California give it up, but then the United States Senate, and there's no... Or is it the Senate and the Congress? Yeah, they would never divide up California. You would never get that done. I'm sorry to the rural farmers that you don't get represented in the way that you feel like you should. Because I know farming's rough. But there's a lot of places that don't get represented in the way they do. Like basically every major city in a red state. Or, you know, rural farmers in Oregon. But just because something's not the way you like it now doesn't mean that we need to switch borders every time someone's unhappy. Kurdistan doesn't have a country thing going. There are a series of regions, a single cultural region. Yeah, exactly. It's the concept of a country. The people inside of it want it to be a country. It's not a country. not an internationally recognized country. We're agreeing to the same points. Basically, those unfamiliar with, is in the Middle East, you won't believe it, the French and British approach of drawing lines on a map didn't make for good countries. So there's a lot of cultural differences. And people who are relegated to kind of like not being represented. One of those is the Kurds. The Kurds are not a... Problem with the Kurds is they're not a people that's in one country. They're split all over the Middle East. All right, let's fight him. Be brave. Death, join me. Mr. Pirate Boy, fight me. Fight with me. If I'm being the brave of the smallest of all of you, you can join me. Moss, join me. Huge. That's what we want. We want to bait out a full send early. Of course, everyone's on it right away as soon as the land's free, but no one wants to do the work to get it. You damn youth. Don't want to work these days. What you were saying sounded more like a separatist region to me. Yeah, I mean, there is like separatist actions that happen. They just get quelled. But do you think the people went through all the action of saying we're going to make our own country? You wouldn't even have heard about the concept of Kurdistan if there weren't people who were truthfully and honestly going to try and make Kurdistan. And if you don't believe they've ever picked up arms to try and make that happen, I would strongly disagree with you. Boys, we have got to finish the corner. If you're in this region, let's get some action. Let's get some action in here. Maverick, get involved. You, buddy, you're the biggest guy here. Go. Why are you waiting around? You're a backline player. Start moving. Start schmoving. This game's all about timing. It gets messed up if we have a bunch of backline players holding on to their troops. And for the love of God, stop donating to me. It messes up when I'm supposed to donate. Just donate forward. Please don't ban me again. You were timed out for asking a weird question. So if we can agree to be civil with each other and treat each other like human beings, I think we're fine. But this is your only warning. If you double down, then you get banned. It's a more than fair system. What color are you in territorial? It gives, again, I don't know why this is such a question today, but it gives the clan with the most members in the game the black color. I had to step away for a moment. What server are we in? We're in server 1, but we're about to go back to server 2. I support your right to fight. Hold that line for us, big dog. Dang, boats are fast. I missed an update. I think they slowed down. I think he slowed down because they were much faster at one point, like unstoppably fast. They are faster now, but I don't think they're like the fastest, as fast as they were. Because I was playing a world game and I could not defend the boats coming from Iceland because they would come out so fast. The more troops they have, the faster they are. Yeah, but there was a period of time where they would sling across the map. Supersonic boats. Yeah, they were. They were like it would be like, meow. Like that's how fast they were going. If someone sends out like 6 boats, it's just unstoppable. Good news, everyone. TikTok has been shelved for another 75 days. Your brain rot can continue. I guess we weren't as close as we thought to selling it. Trump has, every time he's been asked about it, he's like, we're close to getting a deal done, so let's get sold to an American company. And that was for like 75 days. Faster than your dad left you. My dad's in my life, unfortunately for you. Yeah, your story doesn't work there. Anyways, let's go back to lobby 2. And let's take off tags. Let's do a team game. Yeah, I'm in lobby 2. Okay. The great stock market crash and I lost a huge amount of money, but at least I have my brain rot to take off my mind. Exactly. Yo, Bob Dylan, become a sponsor. I mean, the unfortunate nature is I was listening to some people talk about it, is it's like, the stock market could have underrepresented how disastrous this is because Trump has pulled back on so many tariff threats before that I think everyone's waiting to see if this one's going to stick. And you go, dang. Ban the mods they spam. You're supposed to spam hearts when people donated stuff because it's very nice. Okay, I don't know what. I'm taking off. I'm fixing Nightbot. It is just targeting Ahmed so heavily. Every time he does something, it's like, Nightbot's just like, not to Ahmed. It's not doing anything of what I wanted to do. It's just saying, get Ahmed out of here. I'm turning it off. Jeez Louise. Sorry, Ahmed. Nightbot's timing out non-mods that spam hearts. Yeah, it's so annoying. Spamming emojis is not turned on, and yet it's doing that. The AI is taking over. It is. And it's coming straight for Ahmed and Furry. Boys, we gotta take off tags so we can't get in it. Diddy, you gotta take off your tag. The Israel Kingdom, you gotta take off your tag. Player, you gotta take off your tag. Optimus, take off your tag. Israel Still, again, take off your tag. Whatever this is, take off your tag. Hop out. Gore, hop out. We'll wait for you. Hop out. R6, hop out. The entire point of the team game is to make sure that we get a big team game. Teams get shrunken down when people stay in here with their game tag on. I'm waiting for like a 6-team game. Oh, desert. Dang it. I saw the 7. We got time. We got time. We can wait for a good one. Yeah, the point of a team game is not to team up. I would agree. All right, let's do Africa. It's a 5-team game. Unless a really good one pops up after Africa. No. Let's do Africa. Custom lobby would be nice. Vote on maps and stuff. Yeah, that'd be great if we could vote on the map we want to play. So do you reckon the market is still waiting to see if the tariffs actually stick? Judging by the drop, it seems they expect they are real. I think people have pulled out of their positions to a degree, but you don't want to completely give up your position in case it's fake, right? So I think the pullout we've seen so far has been people hedging their bets. But I think if it sticks around enough, or if it's permanent beyond like a month, if no one can lobby against it, then I think that's when you see the markets really start to go down. Buddy, come on. Why are you just being weird? Decent enough start for us. We're in a little bit of a rough road. Yellow team's off to an amazing start. They just got to take out a couple players and they rule the entire South. Blue could consolidate the position a lot. I think white and black, we're going to be in an everlasting stalemate against each other. I used to know a streamer who was toxic with his audience and ended up losing his audience. That's every streamer who like, I mean, here's the thing, bud, is no one wants to like lose their crap on stream. But the thing is like, if you don't get on moderating your chat early and you let those people stay so you can get the extra views, that builds a culture that's negative. Right? And then when you build a culture that's so negative over time, you can understand why people freak out on stream. The math adds up. We fight this together, Hannibal. Hannibal, bud, why did you turn a small problem into a big problem? Might not have been your fault. All right. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I don't mind if you attack me, but if you're targeting me in the game, we're just not going to play team games. We're not going to do any lobby 2. That's everyone's one and only warning, okay? You can fight me, but if you're targeting me or any other player, we will just not do it, and I will ban you from stream and the Discord. The repercussions will be heavy. Let's just enjoy Lobby 2 for what it is. It's a great time to have a great time. It's a great time to play against a lot of skilled players in a fun environment. Let's not ruin it. Yeah, Lobby 2 is goated. Everyone enjoys Lobby 2. Let's not ruin it by just being ridiculous about it. And for the love of God, take off your damn tag. Blue, take off your tag. Optimus, take off your tag. Come on. It's not that hard. Xandor, you're going to play in this game alone. Good luck. I have, yeah. All right, let's do this Middle East 18. Oh, I'm not a moderator anymore. All right, let's go. Corey's like that nice teacher you feel bad for when you have to deal with the problems. I mean, no. I wouldn't say I am. Most everyone here is really nice. It's just every now and then we get kids who like want attention. And I get that. I get that. You want attention. But I also feel like I try and do the best to highlight people in a positive way when they do positive things. Not just, white team, can we put down some freaking markers somewhere? Like, again, I gotta be the last one to pick and I see 3 people who've picked a marker. I cannot stress this enough. Oh, frick, I missed. So, I'm in a good spot regardless. In a team game, you got to put down your markers immediately. And then if you see a grouping of your teammates somewhere else, go to that spot. How to change lobby on mobile? The same way. The same way I show everybody. Game menu, settings, lobby. Lobby 1 to lobby 2. I gave you gold. Thank you, Luca. I appreciate you. What happened to our teammates? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. It's going down, my guy. Yeah, we're not in a great spot. We're not in a great spot. Oh, no. Tough lobby? Yeah, I mean, it's tough competition because it's, you know, everyone plays well. Can people still make mistakes? Sure. But you can't really count on, like, the 20 guys to just be like, this is my first time playing, what do I do to get land? That is an weird boat by Green. I don't know why you wouldn't consolidate your position over here and instead try and get in the middle right away. I need you to help me do this. I need to help unwedge this guy. Oh, DJ, if you could get up there to fight Hannibal. It will be a dweem. Okay, now I think we ignore all other orders. Fight over here. We've helped out Green enough. Red's getting really big. They're scary. This is an awkward position for me to be in because I want to help DJ, but I obviously don't want to cut him off. I want him to have this pathway available. I don't know why you're fighting me. Don't leave me over here with him. Don't leave me over here with this monster. Don't do it. Oh, I support this. Oh, big full send. Unfortunate. Yes, DJ! I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I know I haven't been talking a lot because the entire game really hinged upon me and DJ doing well, and I was just like, oh, I'd like to at least be a little bit competitive here. Yes, DJ, yes. My hero. Now I can just donate freely. I did not. I know DJ had some threats on the other side, but I did not want to be left alone with the green team's aggro. Go my sweet prince. Ride to victory. Why don't you play other IO games? What other IO game is actually good? Let's start there. Like, let's be really honest with ourselves. IO games is not like misrepresented in the marketplace of ideas, in the marketplace of YouTube attention. They're not misrepresented. Territorial is really the only hidden gem I've ever found. I've tried a lot of IO games, and they deserve to be nothing more than an IO game. GG. Corgi, how'd you almost become perfect Mongolia? I don't think Mongolia is in that spot. Is it? No, it's not. It's to the right of India. Alrighty. I'm going to take a brief moment. I'm going to grab some coffee. And I'm going to go to the bathroom. And we'll be right back. Territorial doesn't deserve to be called an IO game. It's so good. Yeah, I mean, when you compare Territorial and any other IO game, Territorial is always better, right? Ugh. Alrighty. What are we at for contest time? 12 minutes. Let's do a... Let's stay in lobby 2. Let's do a battle royale. Which lobby? This is 2. Chess is better than territorial? Yeah, man. I just don't have the brain for chess. Like, I enjoy chess. I just don't have the brain. Like, I can never, like, remember. I just get caught up in so many ideas all at once. I'll just forget, like, the one thing I was supposed to remember and then, you know, hang my queen. There you go. Dang, man. That sucks. David should make a British Isles. I'd play it. Yeah, it'd be great to get other maps in here. For sure. I think we're all in universal agreement that more maps would be better. Now let's just wait for a good game. Oh, I hate South America, and I don't really want to do Australia either. Some maps are bad. I mean, I don't think there's a map on here that you could say is bad. I think there are some better than others. Like, I know a lot of people, and myself included, don't like South America, but I wouldn't say it's a bad map. I would love to send some maps to David. Yeah. I pitched that idea a while ago. But like, you could have a map of the week, a community-inspired map of the week. Like, we vote on a map throughout a week, and then next week, that's the map that's in rotation. And we just continue on and on. I think that'd be a great idea. Like a weekly map. Europe annoys me. I think Europe's one of the more balanced maps. The world is obviously the best. I don't think anyone's disagreeing with that. Black Arena is the best map? No. A little 1v1 bias? Sure. I'm sure it's great for 1v1s. Australia's the best map? I mean, it's just kind of like Island, you know? It's an island. It's fine. It's a good map. It still gets good in games. There's nothing wrong with Australia. Not one of my favorites. I think Scandinavia... My thing is like, let's say, world... Europe... Caucasia... Scandinavia... are all my top 4. My favorite is Pond. I don't mind Pond. I'll be the one out there saying I don't mind Pond. Asia's also a good map. It's probably not one of my... It's probably my 5th favorite, to be honest with you. Like, I love a good Caucasia. I love a good Europe. I love a good world. Asia's too small. I've never really felt that way. Like, the only maps I would consider bad have been taken out of the game. Like, India was objectively a bad map. USA 48 was kind of a bad map, but at the same time, expanding it to North America fixed every problem it had. Asia's the 2nd smallest map? Really? That's surprising. I don't know why the map size isn't standardized. All right, we just got to pick one. Whatever is after Australia, we're picking. As long as it's a geographical map, we're picking it. We've been too picky. What was wrong with India? Okay, it's White Plains, but wait for the next one. India was such the shape of India, how the game would always play out is you get one player in the middle, you get one big player at the top, one big player in the middle, and one big player on the south. And there's no easy way to boat around. So what always would happen is the player in the middle would just full send north or south, and whoever he didn't full send would win the game. All right, South America it is. Fine, you got me. Americas was the best map, you can't deny. I wasn't around for the Americas, to be honest with you. That's how empires in India felt in the past. Sure. All right, let's just do it. But at the same time, does that make for compelling in-game play? No. It's just a 50-50 chance whether you're the guy who gets full sent or not. What was wrong with the US map? The US 48 was basically the same thing as India, except for it was east and west instead of north and south. North America completely fixed that because now you have Canada, you have the islands, you have Greenland to boat around in. Also, Dark has... Nope, that's old. Why is this old? Huffington Pants. Thank you for subscribing. Let that random go. There wasn't like a real spot I was yearning for anyways. 63. We got a group in here today. Good luck to all. I agree. We know what to do. I accept the mission. I did a horrible job expanding, but still ended up in 12. Caribbean map. Caribbean map would be fire. I've always, not a Polynesian map. It was not an Oceania map, but like a map centered around Indonesia and the surrounding areas would be fire. Corgi, how many times do you eat full sends a day? Oh, God. Enough. We'll just say it that way. That's the entire reason I stopped playing with my name and recordings is because I would just pop into a game and then 2 seconds in it's full send, full send, full send, and be like, all right, well, there goes that game. You charge. I've been lied to so many times. The one big difference for me playing with you guys versus playing randomly is you guys lie to me all the time. You'll be like, let's go get this guy. And they're like, all right, and I'll fight. And then you just leave me to die. I never feel as gaslight as I do here. So betrayed. Yeah, this makes sense for both of us. You go. You're the bigger. You're the bigger. It was always going to happen this way. What if I threatened to boom you? Big boom coming your way. You don't want this. You don't want this. You do want it. All right. I know the hard way to boom. I know the difficult way to boom. You go down with me. I feel like Louis got targeted a number of of these games, so I don't mind helping him get a little bit of a start. Get this crown off me. Don't worry, Ahmed. I don't think you'll ever have it again. No, the way down to 6th place. Where? Interesting. I thought you would have gone into Finland. There's the full send. King of Ping benefits. Oh no, is the crown coming back to King of Ping? He doesn't want it. He's up into 3rd. Idea for maps would be Korea and Japan. Yeah, that'd also be a really good one. Southeast Asia. Yeah, 100% agree. Greenland would be garbage. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. There should not be a Greenland. It would play out the exact same way that Australia does, just flipped around. But the other two would be fire. We did get a random spurt of games last year in January, and we haven't had anything since. But the developer is still making updates to the game. So, he hasn't left us fully. Last time I talked to David, he was probably the most receptive he's ever been to me. And I was like, well, this is great. Like, he's always been nice, but this time around, he's like, whatever I can do. I was like, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And it was just about, like, the names getting banned. Because when moderation first came in, people would ban your name, say it's inappropriate, it would just be Corgi Circus. But then it would also take away the clan tag. So I would be put on a random team in a contest. And he took that away. I was like, thanks, David. I appreciate you. A Cyprus map? No, you're thinking too small. You gotta think regions, not countries. What's up, Trix? How are you? USA 48, could it work if you add Alaska to it? So basically what you're asking for is like, well, if we're adding Alaska, we might as well add Canada. And that's what we have in North America. And if you're adding Canada, you might as well add Mexico. And there we go. You got what you wished for. I was hesitant to attack that one guy because I attacked first. He would full send me and I got full sent. Yeah. That's what I don't like about full sends is those who are brave usually get punished. Guys, come on, be fair. It's a free-for-all. I got 3 random full sends. Zero Winter, if I attack anyone, I immediately get attacked in kind. I don't know. It's the way of the world. I mean, King of Piddly. I don't know, man. Maybe you do get that crown back. Life comes at you fast, and it's usually a brick wall, Zero Winter. So would a map of fiction count? I mean, let's get real. If a Lord of the Rings map came out, I don't know where that lands in trademark territory, but wouldn't that be hella sick? I feel like it would infringe upon trademarks, but that would be the dopest of dopes. Hear me out. We had the world map, but there wasn't Asia, Africa, North America, America, Australia, South America. That would be so crazy. So you just want Europe. I got it. I want a Westeros map. Oh, that'd be so sick. And I think it's possible because you have CK3, which has a Game of Thrones mod, which puts you in that universe. And it's a mod team. They're not getting money out of this. How much would they care if we tried it here? Hear me out. Vatican City map. So you just want a small circle. I get it. I want fortifications in this game. No, fortifications is what ruins open front for me. I would straight up quit this game forever if it added fortifications. I'd be straight out. Technically, would the shape violate copyright law if there were no labels? See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it would. I mean, I think you could like capture the idea with making it legally distinct enough, because you only have to change something by 20% for it to be considered a artistically different thing. I think you could do that. A cool concept will be teams with impassable terrain. Yeah. I mean, that's something OpenFront could do. Is like have rivers and bridges and you could blow the bridge. It'd be a fun idea. I don't think the copyright holders are generally interested in crushing fan-made maps / mods. Tell that to the Warhammer 40k community. They get blasted all the time for using anything that looks like a space marine. This is an interesting endgame. King of Italy, once again, in a rough spot. I'm pretty sure the shape of something isn't copyrightable. It absolutely is. If you were to draw a map of Westeros and put it into a game, labels and everything, that's copyright material. It's literally in the books. Really? I've seen so many Warhammer 40k mods. Yeah. But look at any like Warhammer 40k like fan-made art and see how fast they come down on them. The only exception was the Astartes video in which they hired him, but they come down so hard on small channels all the time. We're talking people who have like 4,000 subs, not even monetized. Like they came down on a guy the other day who had 600 subs. The man's not even monetized. Luhan's gonna win? Oh no, this is a tough one. Because this isn't a hard vote for purple to do, and then he's there. The Warhammer 40k stuff kicks ass? Yeah, it does, right? The best stuff, like Warhammer refuses to put out on any scale any of their IP. And then fans spend years making something cool and it looks amazing and it's taken down in like a day. Games Workshop is like the worst company. It is the equivalent, is the British equivalent to Disney. It takes anything you love and it crushes it. Oh no. Why focus in on Luhansk? I don't even think he attacked you. I might have missed it. And their figurines are crazy expensive. Yeah, that's why you get a 3D printer. Because as much as Warhammer's playing a game of whack-a-mole of knocking down models, you can still find some. I've got an entire Salamander's army on this computer. And I paid like $10 for the files, and the resin's like $40 for an army. Absolute cash cows of an IP they're sitting on. Yeah, they just don't know what to do with it, to be honest with you. There's such a yearning for 40k. Just unapologetic violence. Now, we are supposedly getting a Warhammer franchise with, good move on King of Ping, making sure these two touch, with Henry Cavill. There was a lot of hang up with Amazon because Amazon wanted women Astartes, but that's not lore appropriate. And then like they were saying is like, we can do the Sisters of Silence, but they don't talk. That's kind of like the whole thing. And Amazon's like, no. Also diversity. Diversity is a little bit easier to cash in. But when women specifically can't be Astartes, it's like, yeah. It kind of goes against the whole lore, man. Like, I think shouldn't you've learned your lesson with Lord of the Rings? Bailey's gonna get squeezed. If he was a lesser player, I would agree with you. I wouldn't count him out. I don't know Noontime Sunset. I don't know why he's attacking King of Italy. Maybe Luhan's told him to and immediately launched an attack on him, which is ha ha ha. Honestly, I would not be surprised if Ahmed wins again. No, no, attack the scary Luhansk, says King of Italy. Sure. This is a delicate game we got going on here. A couple of attacks could make the difference. Could swing the scales. Now, the problem with Noontime Sunset over here is he doesn't want to knock down Luhansk too much because he's not going to get a ton of this land. If Luhansk gets knocked all the way down, King of Italy is going to get all the land, right? So it's a delicate balance of how much do you want to push him down. I just gave my G exam today. What is a G exam? I feel like we just entered the Cold War. Now we're kind of warming up a little bit. But this is an important distinction. If the crown flips and you're like, both players were attacking Luhansk, the crown flips, you want to keep attacking. You want separation. Because if you're flip-flopping every single attack, everyone's going to hate you. You got to continue on with the horse that got you there, at least for a little bit of separation, like 3,000 separation. Oh, you debated me? Okay, whatever. I got you baited. Damn. You don't know how to fix the flag emojis instead of being just letters? I think it's the browser. I don't think Chrome works with it. Yo, Corgi, I'm thinking about becoming a member, but there's all the money management and stuff, so I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If you're in a financial spot where $3 a month is like, I don't know if I can swing it, don't become a member. Straight up. If you even have to think about, can I afford this? Don't do it. It's fine. I'd much rather have your company here than you stressing out over money. Where'd you find your Salamander? And what printer do you have? I have an Eligo Mars 2. Eligo's a good brand to go with. And I found them on Cults.3D. That's where I primarily found all my stuff. You just have to know that you can't just search up Space Marine and the best models are going to pop up. You gotta kind of have to like do a little bit of research to figure out which armor you want because they all have code names. Like Big Boy. I think like these guys are labeled as Dragon Fighters because they're salamanders. But if you go on like, if you have an army you want to print, you can go on the Reddit for that army, or you can just go on 3D printing like Warhammer subreddits and people will like tell you, you can find the words. And if you find one you like, buy it right away because it's probably going to be gone tomorrow. Shield Mail becomes a sponsor. Let's go. I can't pay my rent anymore. Let's go. Huge for me. Huge for me. Yeah, I'll spam hearts too. Heart. Oh, I wanted to do. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Corgi heart. You got a good beard? Thank you. I believe that's good genetics. Oh, King of Italy dropped. Oh, so this is really a battle between Luhansk and Noontime and seeing which way the bot goes. In these situations, you just gotta ignore the bot until it becomes too weak. Way to go, Ahmed. He dropped again. Rare bot W? I don't think so, because the bot over extinguishes its troops too fast. You can see it's already 4 million below its red interest. You just gotta kind of play the game of hot potato and hope that the bot doesn't attack you and attack the other player. I think Louis got this though. Because the bots attack Noontime like 3 times in a row and he's getting very weak. Now you kind of, once around like 2 million to 1 million, you need to strike the bot. But there's no rush. You can wait for the other person to go and then you go. The more important thing at this moment is you have more troops. Oh, big attack. Louis goes for the bot. Who's going to have more land at the end? Who's going to have more troops? I think Louis still wins it. Louis wins. Louis wins. Well played. Well played. That's just something you learn. That's just something you have to play for. There's nothing that Noontime did that was specifically bad. You just got to learn from the experience. In those moments, you got to have troops up a little bit higher. But GG's. Great game. All right, let's get back to lobby 1. It's been a minute. Oh, I forgot my tag. Corey, will you do something for me for a school project? Depending on how hard it is for me to do. I'm gonna get some beer. Hell yeah, brother. I'm totally in. I'm totally down. Here, let's do Australia really quickly. See if we can get it done before the contest. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Operation Speedy Fast Win. Let it rip, boys. Let it rip. Is there anything that I have to do as an executive producer? No, there's nothing you have to do. You get benefits for being an executive producer. The biggest benefit to being an executive producer is your name at the end of every video. And then also, if you want, because not everyone wants to, and I understand, you can schedule time with me to play game offline together. And it doesn't have to be territorial. We can play something else. Why has this game got a public chat? Yeah, that is just... I think the game developer constantly has in mind, like, he's too much of an optimist of what the community can be. And this community just keeps beating him down every single time. Not us specifically, but the larger territorial community. When you don't have repercussions for your actions, you know, people become not so great. But at the same time, I was thinking about this after watching my Train to Busan movie. It's just like, man, if it came down to a life and death scenario and I'm with my friends, I would have a conversation with them and be like, we're gonna have to make some tough decisions. I'm gonna make them. You don't have to make them, but I'm not gonna hesitate in making them. Oh no, someone's been bit. Say your goodbyes. Gun's already pointed at you. We ain't doing this. Maybe he's the cure guy. No. We ain't risking that. I'm gonna be the savage. Oh, this nice couple came in. We don't have enough food for him. Load shotgun. Shame. Yeah, I won't be afraid to be the guy who has to make the tough calls to survive, to keep everyone alive. And it'll also be one of those things, is like, if I'm staying behind, that's because I'm already dead. So don't be like, Austin, wait, come back, you done. Just go, all right? He's gonna eat me first. I mean, depending on how valuable you are and how much food we have, I prefer not to eat anybody. But, you know, I'm also, like, one thing that always bothers me is, in zombie movies, is like a new person will come in and be like, don't worry, we're not bitten. And everyone will be like, oh, okay. No. First thing you're doing is stripping down naked, and we're looking at your body for bite marks. First thing. Nothing sexual, but we're just making sure nobody's bit. I'm not trusting you at your word with everyone's life here. Oh, heck no, I'm being food first. I mean, I also have the realistic mentality of who survives of a zombie apocalypse is The people who survived the zombie apocalypse are the straight Delta Force preppers, like army heavy guys, got all the guns and the ammunition, also the food, know how to hunt. Those guys live. Outside of that, most of us are dead. Outside of that is like, are you lucky? Have you won stuff in your life? Otherwise, you're probably dead too. I'm probably one of the guys who dies. I don't think I make it out of the first 60 days. I think I make it out of the first 30 days because first signs of trouble, I'm going straight to the woods. I'm driving straight up north. And tons of those prepper peoples are lone wolf styles. Yeah, and I think lone wolves will become like the people who survive. It's the OP build. Like, I was watching one of these prepper things where like a guy lives in the New Mexico desert. And not only is he a prepper, but he trains dogs. And not only does he train dogs, he gives them like surgical steel teeth implants. And you just kind of look at that guy and be like, he's probably gonna live. That guy, I think, wins. He's got a pack of like 20 like German shepherds, all with like steel grills. I think that guy's gonna live. If you have a good group of 50 people, really tight knit, protect each other. No, 100% disagree. Because you only need one person to mess up when you have 50 people. There's an over-reliance on people as a society. Like a great example is Train to Busan, where there's a scene where there's these people coming, they're running away from the zombies, and they're all like, they could be bit, they could be bit. So they don't let them in, but then they kind of force their way in. But one of the old lady dies because they didn't get in on time. Well, one of the people in the train car that was trying to keep everybody out was sisters with that old lady. So she like takes her revenge and opens up the door and lets everybody die. Oh, we missed the contest. Frick. No. How did he miss? Because I'm an idiot, dude. Because I'm an idiot. Ugh. Let's do Europe. Grip old lady? Yeah. What would you do if you were in a zombie world? First thing I'm doing is I'm going to my friend's house who I know has a collection of guns and we kind of figure things out. Honestly, this sounds really crass and horrible. First thing, if it's a true zombie apocalypse, first thing I'm doing is I'm probably shooting my dogs. Can't take them with us. They bark. Can't draw noise. I think that's one of those tough decisions where if you can't do that, then you probably don't live. If you try and take your pets with you, I think you die. Damn, I know, right? It's cold. All right, how's our position? We got a lot of yellow players around us. All right, now we gotta play hard defense. I tried to strike this guy when I thought he was weak, but he got troops. Depends on the dog. Yeah, but here's the thing. My dogs are pets. They're not like trained to be like survivalists. If you got a police dog, sure, it's a little bit different. I'll give you that. The best animal's a camel. They barely need water, carry tons. They don't do well in the cold, so obviously, like the UK camels probably wouldn't do very well. All right, here's the plan. Can we do this together? Can me and you do this together? Can you fight this guy? Come on, but we gotta go. We gotta go. You go for the easy land, of course. He's gonna win that fight. Please help over here in a fight that we actually need to win. We don't need to bring this other player in. Fine, I'm going over here. You can die. I don't care. My brother in Christ. Finally. Horses are underrated in zombie stuff. I mean, here's the reason why horses are not underrated is you may think they're underrated because you've never had to take care or feed a horse. Once you understand how much a horse eats and how prone they are to injury, I think your stance on horses changes. Like, did you know if a horse is choking on something, it has no way of like coughing it up because its esophagus is 3 feet long. It'll literally suffocate before it's able to cough up a lodge. Yeah, horses eat a lot. If a horse breaks its leg, there's no way for that leg to heal. It'll just die. Go get him, tourists. We believe in you. Guns will be my number one priority? Yeah, you and everybody else. If a zombie apocalypse comes, if you don't already have access to a gun, what do you think? You're going to go to Walmart and just, loot the place? Like you're going to be the only person? I think that's where you die. Because you try and take a gun, someone already has a gun going to Walmart, and they just, you. Befriend a pack of wolves? Yeah, that seems like a good strategy. Just befriend a pack of wolves, become one with the wolves. I think their acceptance rate's pretty low, but I think you could probably get in. We won the contest. Let's go, boys. Huge. We won Europe. Corgi, you practiced your howling just in case? No. I think my strategy is if I run into a pack of wolves and I haven't already secured a firearm, is I just accept it. It's like, you got me. You got me, big bro. Fight back. There we go. I'll use Duolingo to learn how to howl. Good call. Good luck with that. There's less wolves on the earth than people in Luxembourg. Yeah. Why do you think that is? It's because wolves were such a threat. Like, wolves are not dogs. When people be like, I have a wolf. It's like, you probably seen a coyote. Like, a wolf is big. It's just, it's like, if a pack of wolves is on you and they want you, you have the same odds of living as probably a polar bear. AKA not good. Ooh, let's do Scandinavia. Yeah, you're vet. Yeah, exactly. Brown bear, yeah, you can absolutely like scare them away. You just rattle a can, they run. You go, oh my god. People need to realize the bottom of the ocean would be the safest. What happens when you run out of oxygen? It's like all these millionaires that build these like doomsday bunkers and like they run off a generator, right? To pump in air. What happens when you run out of gas? Like one thing that's never touched on in end of the world scenario things is gasoline will only last 3 to 6 months if it's in a can. If it's in a car, it lasts a month before it starts to degrade. Which, you know, when you have like the Walking Dead or The Last of Us, they're siphoning gas 2 years later. Like that gas would not start a car. Everything would be corroded in there. What if a zombie apocalypse actually starts Waterworld? I mean, yeah, the ideal thing would be that you have a boat and you have fish. You can fish. But I think piracy becomes like such a huge threat. And obviously you won't have the satellites anymore to tell you when a storm is, so you have to have like someone who knows how to sail. Because obviously a motorboat wouldn't work. Don't come at me like I haven't put a lot of thought into this. Like I haven't put more thought into it than I probably should. I love a good zombie movie. I've done my part. I would steal the HMS Victory. How are you going to move it? I mean, I think nuclear carriers become like the bastion of hope. Because obviously they can run forever. Now, food would be a problem. But you have enough collected people who, under a military kind of like order, I think they have a good chance of living. Jeez, can we get involved over here? Melon! Finish him. Any zombie movie that doesn't make the characters so ridiculously stupid is good. Yeah, which is the crux of all zombie movies, is they all have that in common. The only ones that are good is Dawn of the Dead, recent movies. Dawn of the Dead, Train to Busan. Does anyone else have a good zombie movie though? You would have to turn to cannibalism, depending on where you are. And depending on what time of the year it is. Shaun of the Dead? Shaun of the Dead's amazing, but it is a comedy. Shaun of the Dead, I'll give you that. It's more of a comedy than it is a zombie movie. World War Z sucks? Yeah, the book is amazing. It's so sad they didn't follow the book. I hate any kind of like zombie or survival thing where the main characters involved are also the ones that like find the cure. And I understand why. It's hard to end a zombie movie, right? I love the comedy one, the theme park one. Are you talking about it's not called Double Tap. Zombieland. Yeah. Zombieland's good, but it's more of a comedy than it is a zombie movie. Changing my mind, wouldn't a great sequoia house tree be meta? I mean, sure, but where do you get food from? I Am Legend? It's okay. It's okay. There are great parts to I Am Legend. The book is better. Go inside a castle. I knew you Europeans would bring up a castle eventually, but here's the problem with a castle. In medieval times, yes or no? Did they grow food inside the castle walls or outside the castle walls? Weed, bark, and nuts. You've never watched the Discovery Channel series Alone, where survival experts try and out-survive each other in difficult terrain? Because eventually they do eat bark, but eventually bark will constipate you so much that you will have a medical emergency. Outside? What's outside? Is that a movie? Oh, for the castles. Yeah, they grow the food outside. So a castle will be useless. Castles could have city walls? Yeah. But where do you get food from? You're thinking too short term. What if you could just move to Iceland? Yeah. I mean, imagine countries like Iceland would do better than others if they took a hard military approach of shooting any ship that comes near them. The other problem with the castle is you're not going to be the only person that thinks of a castle, and a civil war would probably be your downfall. Icelandics don't F around, but they don't have a navy. They don't have a real military, right? Let's wait for this contest. Let's do the flagel. Okay, this is Vietnam. It's not Vietnam, that's Russia. It's not Russia. F. Oh, get out of here, my God. Oh, God, I know this country. What was it? It's one of the Balkans, isn't it? Is this Slovakia or no? Is this Slovenia? Yes. The shape of Slovenia. It's that one. That's the emblem. Matches the flag. Can you pick the capital of Slovenia? We saw this one yesterday with something else. That looks too Russian. That's too French. That's too English. Going here or here? These are my two primary guesses. F. That one. This is my fourth guess. Flag that borders, that neighbors Slovenia. That's something in the Pacific. That's Italy, which is the answer. That's Kenya. That's Liberia. That's Niger. Don't remember that one. I think that's Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, one of them, and that's Bhutan. Anyways, yeah, it was Syria. That's Benin. Okay, that's the Cayman Islands. Got it. Estimated population. They have to have at least 1 million, right? And they definitely use the euro. Okay. Let's do the Travet. Let's do the global. We haven't done global in a bit. France. France is warm. Give me Turkey. Warmer. Give me Estonia. Give me Belarus. Just no, it wouldn't be them. Give me something in Africa. Give me Chad. Chad's warmer. Chad and Turkey are the closest. Let's go with... Oh, what's the military dictatorship? Oh, well, let's just get Oman. Oman will tell us. Oman's too far. Chad and Oman are the closest. Give me some... No, not Somalia. Give me Kenya. Kenya's warmer. Rwanda is the answer. Nailed it. I'm a genius. Switzerland's the best. They have a large advanced military, and all civilians have a nuclear bunker. Only population that can fit their entire country underground. Yeah, but for how long? Because you have to think, not only are the zombies going to be trying to get into Switzerland, everybody else is too. Because, like, yeah, they have mountains as a natural defense point, but that doesn't mean you can't pass through the mountains. It's not unpassable terrain. Someone could get in. Zombies can't climb the Alps. A person who's slightly infected probably could. You also got to think like, okay, what happens if a plane's flying over Switzerland, it gets shot down and people panic and they jump outside, but people infected are on board and then the zombies live? I don't know. Helicopters sneaking in under the radar. Planes trying to sneak in under the radar. Only takes one to get in. I bet the North Sentinel Islands wouldn't get infected. Oh, they definitely would. If I'm thinking, where can I go where there's not that many people? You get like a group of 50 people to go to that island with guns. That population's wiped out. There's no landing area. There's ships. How's the North Sentinel Island going to prevent a ship from coming in? Okay, how many years you been playing this game? About 3 at this point. All right, contest is going to be North America. We go for Alaska, Northern Canada area. Don't mess around with the islands and don't worry about Quebec. Nebraska, Wyoming, or my bedroom are places where people are just not found and just live off the wild. You die peacefully. That's what I want. Fair enough. Island's probably a good idea, though. Yeah. If you have access to a boat, readily access to a boat, and can get to an island, sure. I think you have a better chance of living. What kind of zombies are we talking about? I'm talking about the fast-moving zombies. Any kind of slow-moving zombies, I honestly think we'd be able to neutralize before they became too much of a threat. We might lose places like New York. But zombie movies really hinge on the fact that nobody could ever kill anyone they recognize. Like, no, Sarah, no! And then they just get bit. I think there's enough people out there that'd be like, die, Sarah. The power of love will heal Sarah. Let me just give her a hug. Ah, my neck. Ah! No! Well, I better get to the closest evacuation zone, having just been bit. My classmate is Sarah. Well, you let her know that in a zombie apocalypse scenario. Well, don't let her know. You might go to the principal's office. They might have something to say with you about that. Nice. Good job. How are we looking? Pretty dominant. Pretty dominant. This could be a problem. I don't want to donate to a non-Korgers, though. I kind of want to build up... Is this tricks? This is not tricks. That's natural causes. Tricks! I thought you were getting up there. Who's this? No name? Yeah, might as well have a little bit of Quebec control. Oh, we do need to deal with this. Can we get donations to Mithras? Mithras in the south? And can you start working your way over to go fight the Big Crown? Big trust in the team here, Mithras. This is your moment to shine. Yeah, Mithras. He's doing it. He's doing it. Get in there, big guy. Charge him right away. Fight back. Fight back. You're at your max capacity. Keep going. Give us bigger attacks. Don't stop attacking. Don't stop attacking. Go, 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 go. Never stop attacking. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, there we go. Bigger attack. Come on. Keep it going. More donations to Mithras. More donations to Mithras. Stop whoever you're donating to and donate to Mithras. I know Div Buster's a threat too, but let's take care of one at a time. All right, Mithras, start slowing down your attacks. We do have something else to deal with. We need you closer to your red interest, which is 2 million, which is half of what you are now. All right, you're on your own, Mithras. Can we get some donations to America and Bilbo over here to fight Div Buster? And guys, when we're calling out for donations, I humbly ask you don't just donate to Aziz because he's Aziz. Like when we're calling out for like, hey, we need to win this fight, Aziz will have enough troops on his own. Let's donate to the person we're calling out so we can win that fight a little bit faster. Keeping in mind, we never want one champion regardless. And it's also pretty sick to build up someone who's never been the crown before. So let's not just get in the habit of donate Aziz because he's Aziz. There we go. GG. Well done. That song finish was perfectly timed, wasn't it, though? Alrighty. But that's going to do it for today. Time to go. Yeah, time to go. So that's going to do it for me today, boys. I'll see everybody tomorrow. I think we'll do a little bit more. I think we'll try out that line battles game tomorrow as well. That's going to do it for me today, boys. Nice work. Absolutely. Good time for all. I had a great time. Hope you had a great time as well. See everybody tomorrow.